Today is 1st April. The patient has had diarrhea. This is the event. The event is serious because the patient is hospitalized. Okay. 2 days back, the patient had dizziness, vomiting, and last week he had leg pain and he couldn't walk. Okay, so these are the information. So now when you're writing, so which information will you write first? You have to write this in a chronological sequence. Okay, so can anybody tell me which information? I've given you three information. The first one is on 1st April the patient had diarrhea and hospitalized. 2 days back he had vomiting, and he took some treatment, vomiting and dizziness. He took treatment. 1 week ago, he had leg pain and he couldn't walk. So, which information you will write first in your narrative?
Leg pain for
Leg
one
pain, very good. So, because we are going in chronological sequence. So, first, what happened? So, last week means, can you guess any date in the last week? So how will you write now? Last week. He's just reporting last week. So which is last week? Today he is reporting last week. Last week is it is in the month of March or April?
March.
Yes, very good. In the last week of March. But do you know any date? Can you guess any date based on the information he has given? Like last week, I had leg pain and I couldn't walk. Any particular date you can guess in the last week of March?
We could say around 25th because if he's reporting on April 1st,
Mm.
so we can say around that.
Based on that, you're just going direct with the days. Why
Yeah,
can't 27 or 28? That is also last week, right? The end of last week. So he did not report us. If he had reported that start during the starting of last week or mid, sometimes they will report mid of May or mid of last week or last few days of last week. He did not give any of the info. He just told like last week. So what we will do is on an unknown date in March 2025, correct?
yeah.
See, we don't know the date, so we just write whatever is reported to us. So we will write on an unknown date in March 2025. How did you figure out it is March 2025? Because he's told last week, and we know the last week is
March.
March 2025. So in that case, you can write like this. On an unknown date in March 2025, the patient experienced leg pain and he couldn't walk. Okay. Next, which one you will write?
About the diarrhea on April 1st.
April 1st diarrhea. I gave one more
Vomiting.
vomiting. Yeah, vomiting 2 days back. He reported vomiting 2 days back. So now can you figure out the date? Today he is reporting 2 days back I had vomiting. So will you be able to figure out the date he experienced vomiting?
Yes.
Yeah, March 30th.
March 30th. Yeah, that's evident, right? So we can write now on 30th March 2025, the patient experienced vomiting and giddiness and he took some treatment, whatever treatment he had reported. Now, next, what you will write? On
First
1st April, the patient now he experienced
diarrhea.
diarrhea and he was hospitalized, which is an essay or something like that. However, the company wants you to write. Okay, so this is called as chronological sequence. Always remember you have to be in chronological sequence, and it should be in third person using past tense. Okay. Never use present tense in the narrative. It should always be past tense and in third person, which means um, you are writing it as if it is not through the patient words, like patient reported I had diarrhea. So you are not going to write the I had diarrhea, whatever the patient had reported. We are going to use third person, like the patient, the subject, or the patient experienced diarrhea. On 1st April the patient experienced diarrhea. We are not going to write on 1st April he experienced or she experienced. Okay, don't ever use he or she, any of the pronouns in the in the narrative. Just use third person, like the patient or the subject. That's how you have to write. Okay. And it should always be in the past. Please remember these two, which is very, very important. This shows like how well you understood